and I'm clicking on the main button. And I am live. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour Albero Ruiz, who's waiting. Bonjour, bonjour. Yes, if you've just seen the live that I've just done on YouTube, it was a bit crazy, to say the least. Bonjour, Joe. And I can't remember who I spoke to during that live. There was many people. Harry, bonjour. Did you get your water? Latoya, I did. I did. And I removed my shirt as well because it's so hot in the studio. So hot. Salut ma belle, je suis heureux. Très bien, Little Wolf. Bonjour. Bonjour du Michigan. Bonjour, Chris. Très bien. Ron, again. Ron, who came back from his shopping. So I'm glad that you found the link. Jane, bonjour. So happy to have you here in this exclusive live. Okay. Before I start, just to say that we have opened our masterclasses sessions on Zoom, and that if you wish to join, all you need to do was go to. I'm just sharing this with you. Does this appear? Yes, it does appear. The masterclasses, the registrations are open, so you get to practice with a real French teacher. French. That's yeah. And Liam has forwarded the Calendly link for you. Bonjour, Kate. Kate. Arib, I have improved a lot because of you, Alexa. Merci beaucoup. Je vous en prie. And Lisa, bonjour du Vermont. Très bien. Vermont, do we say Vermont? Anyway, we are going to do, and this is for A1, A2 level. I know that some of you are not. I can see a few names that are not beginners. For you, I would expect you to make an higher level, more complex sentences. Okay, we are going to concentrate on vocabulary based on the picture that I took last 2 months ago, I think, while I was fossil hunting with my very special people. And I'm going to show you the picture now. Kate, I'm going to see if I can get into the masterclass. I have AP and DELF exams coming up. Kate, what level are you? It depends on your level, so you may consider level 4. It depends on the level, and also you can talk as at the same time to our teacher, who we've got 2 teachers, content creators, that are specialized in the DELF exam as well. So it's worth B2. B2 means that the masterclasses, maybe level 4 could be the right one. Level 1 is definitely not for you, Kate. Level 2 is not going to be for you. Level 4 might go. But could you ask our support team? Because it could be you're too high up. However, we are going to start offering one-to-one lesson to prepare people to the exam of the TEF and then eventually the DELF. But it doesn't hurt to find out a bit more by contacting my team at the support at Learn French with Alexa. I forgot my Alexa. It's me, Alexa. So here we go. I am going to share now my screen, and I'm going to show you my little picture that I took. I love that pic. I absolutely adore this picture. And I'm going to enlarge it for you so we get an idea of what's happening in this. So we are going to answer a few questions on that and make sentences along that at A1, A2 level, which means that if you want to make sentences which are more complex for you, B1, B2 level, please do so. And I will correct the sentences as I go along, okay? So here we go. We have this picture taken in Sheppey, the island of Sheppey in England, where I am pretty much not every weekend, but pretty much every 2 weekends fossil hunting there. As you know, I am a keen fossil hunter. So we have taken these special people with me, and they're doing something. It's like a freeze, time freeze here. And let's see what happens in this very picture. So we are going to follow these questions, okay? The questions that are going to, we are going to follow are these ones. A. Que voyez-vous sur cette photo? Décrivez l'image. So that's what I want you to do in this one, okay? I want you to form sentences. And if you're A1 level, as in complete beginner, short sentences is okay. Words is okay. And try to find the word and make a sentence around that word is okay. Okay? And Arib, what is the level that I will need to attend to be able to work professionally in France? I'm beginning B2 level now. Do you know, it's interesting because our blogger, Josh, is writing a blog on that and how to work in France. And I think you need B1 level to get residency. So I think it's B1 and not C1. So let's maybe Kate, you know something I don't. So it's good, always good to have it from someone that is experienced that. Having information. So, nouvel abonné au cours de nouveau atout. Bonjour Mike. Okay, so second question, quel temps fait-il et pourquoi? We will translate these in a minute. Third question, que font ces personnes? Fourth question, d'après vous, que vont faire ces personnes après? And the number 5 is open to all, is allez-vous souvent à la plage? Okay, so we are going to have a look at the picture, but let's have a look at the first question. Que voyez-vous sur cette photo? So when you see que, it means what? When you see quel, it means what as well. Que, it means what? Okay, que, it means what? Okay, so what voyez-vous? So if you don't understand the question, try to invert the verb and the subject. Que vous voyez? As in what you see, question mark. What do you see in this picture? Okay, and décrivez l'image. Describe the picture. Okay, so I don't want yet what people are doing. I just want you to overall describe how many people there are. Describe where they are. Okay, where is the scene take place? So, où se passe la scène? Okay, so we are going to concentrate on that. Okay, the next question is quel temps fait-il? So, il fait quel temps? And temps is time, but it's also weather. Okay, what is the weather like? Et pourquoi? And why, meaning you're going to justify your answer. You can say, well, it's raining because I can see that. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to expand your answers here. Okay, expand your answer. Okay, so think about the first two. We could combine the two together, okay? We could say, well, in this picture, I see that. It's that weather because. Okay, so you can combine the two questions and then we will work on verbs, on what they are doing, okay? We can, if you wanted, describe what these people are wearing. So let's have a look at the picture again. And I'm going to enlarge it for you, okay? And if we look at words alone, and because I know that some of you are only A1, which means that you're starting as a learner of French, okay, and I'm aware of that. So we must just go with words, okay, to start with, and then we can build sentences here along that. So let's have a look at what we see, and I'm going to enlarge it. I love this. I absolutely love this. And this is a very, very close friend of mine. And what is this person doing? Okay, so we'll see the verbs in a minute, but what is he wearing is also quite relevant. So we can see that. Look at the weather. Look at the sea. And is it high tide or low tide? Look at this person as well, his wife here. And what is she doing? Okay, what is she wearing? And can you see the dog here? There's a dog here. how do we say dog in French, you know? Got it? Okay. And here's another person here. What is this person doing? Okay, what is this person wearing? Okay, and there is another one here also. So again, in terms of verb, it's going to be interesting. How are you going to say that when we are going to go for the question, what are they doing? You know, it's interesting. Do you see anybody else? Do you see something else going on? So let's go back here, okay? I am going to ask you now to try to make a simple sentence or two sentences around this. In the meantime, I could help you A1 level by just giving you a few words, okay? But here, can you put a sentence in the chat so I can see what sentence answering que voyez-vous sur cette photo? Décrivez l'image. What do you see? Sur cette photo, on peut voir. Okay, so you could start. Sur la photo, for example, virgule. Je peux voir, I can see. Or on peut voir, one can see. What can we see? You could start something like that. On peut voir, okay? Now, we are going to... describe this man. A man, okay. Un homme, par exemple, okay. Un homme, un homme, but what is he wearing? Qu'est-ce qu'il porte? Qu'est-ce qu'il porte, okay. So we've got, for example, un t-shirt, okay. Un t-shirt, you can spell t-shirt just with the T if you want. And we have also une casquette, une casquette. Il porte une casquette. Il porte un t-shirt. Il porte un short. Un short. OK? Il porte un short. Et par exemple, on peut dire aussi, il porte des baskets. Des baskets. Des baskets is trainers. Il porte des baskets. OK? So, Jane... Il y a 3 personnes, il y a la mère. Très bien, Jane. Donc, sur la personne, sur la photo, on peut voir 3 personnes et il y a la mère devant, in front of them. La mère est devant ces 3 personnes. Absolutely, that's a good sentence, Jane. Ron, il y a 4 personnes sur la plage. L'homme debout porte un short. Bravo. Donc, il y a 4 personnes. Sur la photo, on peut voir 4 personnes sur la plage. Et l'homme debout. And debout means standing up, okay? As to, the opposite is assis. Donc, il y a un homme debout qui porte un short. L'homme debout porte un short. That's very good. It's very good. Kate, dans cette photo, il y a 2 hommes et une femme. L'homme au milieu porte un t-shirt rayé, des shorts bleus et un casquette. Alors, watch out, Kate, it's beautiful. Watch out for the, and this is where you are going to make the most mistakes, is the gender of the noun, okay? So, it's cette photo. This photo, and I'm going to go very clearly when you say, very quickly, this can be ce, but it can be cette, okay? Or it can be set as well. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on these 2. Set, when the word is feminine, and ce, when the word is masculine. Okay, so in that case, Kate, it is, photo is feminine, therefore we are going to use set. Okay, so that's beautiful. Et il y a 2 hommes et une femme. L'homme au milieu porte un t-shirt rayé, des shorts. Now, I know that in English you say shorts, but you don't in French. You say un short, a short, okay? Un short bleu, no ES. I know that you've tried to combine the ES, you know, thinking that maybe shorts is plural feminine, but it's not. It's just masculine, so bleu without anything. Et une casquette. Une casquette is feminine. So do you know what I could do that could help you? Okay, what am I... What? is happening? Okay, something is wrong with my... No, I am not liking that. I am not liking what I'm seeing here. No. I think there is something wrong. Don't you think, Liam, with my software? Early on, it got stuck. I can't... Ooh, no. Sorry about that. I can't erase that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, look at that. I'm going to put the pink to the feminine word very quickly. So casquette is feminine. Okay, here we go. La basket is feminine as well. La veste is feminine as well. Okay, and we've got le t-shirt, le short, okay, le short, le sac. Here we go. Le chien, because there is a dog as well. And here's le t-shirt. Yeah. Le pantalon as well. It's the trousers. Le pantalon is masculine. And we have le ciel, and that's masculine as well. Le ciel. And we've got la mer, the sea, la mer, and that's feminine. And we have la plage, the beach. Okay, it's feminine too. I'm not sure that helps, but I think it could help, the color code. Remember that everything I see as a French person is either feminine or masculine. It's crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? Okay, it's feminine or masculine. And we've got the cliffs here. La falaise. La falaise. And the cloud, it's masculine. Le nuage. Le nuage. Okay, so here we've got feminine, masculine. I always mistake the gender. Okay, it's quite okay. This is why I'm back here with Alexa. Chris, Chris, la scène se passe sur une île au bord de la mer sur la plage. Il y a beaucoup de rochers sur la plage. Je vois 3 personnes et un chien. Aussi, il y a un homme qui lance une pierre dans la mer. Now that was a nearly faultless Chris sentence. So there is a man who is throwing. So qui, you need that pronoun relative in there. Ron, is that a 4th person kneeling in the background? It is. It absolutely is. So something is wrong with my software here. I'm going to do that quickly. Oh no. Don't know what's happening to it. I need to look into that. So absolutely, let's have a look here. And here's a young person here, and this young person is definitely kneeling. So we'll learn how to say that in a minute. Les femmes regardent l'homme jeter un rocher. Absolutely, Lisa. Les femmes regardent. Now be very careful, Lisa. And this is a common mistake here. When you want to translate, for example, the women are watching, okay, do not translate it as are or are watching. There is no such a thing in French as the ing progressive tense, okay? So if you wanted to translate the women, for example, are watching, okay, are watching. The way you do that in French is you take in consideration 2 things. What is the subject? So, les femmes, okay, les femmes. And what is the verb? Okay, it's watch, okay, ignore the ing. Watch is regarder. So here we've got the verb in its infinitive form, which is, it's not touch, it has not been conjugated yet. So what do we do now? We are not translating are. Doesn't exist in French. So what we must say is the women watch. That's it. And how do you do that? You take regarder, okay? And what you need to do now is consider the subject. Les femmes, it's they, okay? They. In the present tense, how do you end a verb? Okay? Regarde, it's er, so the ending is going to be always the same thing. Regarder, which an er, meaning a first group verb, it always will be ent. So les femmes regardent, okay, not sont regardent. Okay, does that make sense to you? So, les femmes regardent l'homme jeter un rocher. A rocher is a rock, unless he's very strong. I know he's a strong man, but still, il jette un caillou, okay? Un caillou, okay? So that's very good. Now, based on what we can see now, can you answer the second question? And I will go through everything with you at some point, don't worry. Can you answer the weather? Quel temps fait-il et pourquoi? What is the weather like and why? Okay? Quel temps fait-il et pourquoi? Quel temps fait-il et pourquoi? What is the weather like and why? I wonder. So let's have a look. It's not raining, so il ne pleut pas could be the beginning of this this answer, but it could be anything you want it to be. Yeah. Quel temps fait-il et pourquoi? What is the weather like and why? Why is it like that? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it hot? Is it cold? And why? Okay, I know it's making you do sentences a bit more. And I repeat that le ciel is the sky. Okay, le ciel, okay. Les nuages, and it's again blue because it's masculine. The clouds, okay. Le ciel, les nuages, okay. And I know il fait nuageux, il fait nuageux. Can we say il fait nuageux? Probably, Ron, I know you live in France. You probably have heard it in the south of France. And that's probably something, I don't think we would say it where I come from. Il y a des nuages. We would, le temps est nuageux. I'm not sure we would say il fait nuageux. We wouldn't. Le ciel est nuageux, très bien, mais il y a toujours un petit peu de soleil. Très bien. Il y a toujours un petit peu de soleil, Kate, de and not du. Okay. Can we have someone else commenting on the weather and why it is? So,
looks fine to me. Looks fine to me.
What?
Nuageux.
Nuageux?
Yeah.
No, but il fait nuageux.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, that's not something I will naturally say. It's funny. So,
Nuageux.
I know that Ron is in the south of France, so it could be. Il fait nuageux. Yeah, I think il y a du vent, il fait nuageux. I'm happy with that. Chris, il fait beau et il y a des nuages dans le ciel. Le temps est beau, mais les personnes portent des vestes et des pantalons longs. Okay, we don't know what this lady is wearing here, whether it's a trousers or not, yeah? But what I would say is that il fait beau et il fait bon, as in it's hot. Il fait chaud is hot, but it's not quite that. Il fait bon. And if you say il fait bon, that means it's in the middle. It's not crazy cold, you know. Il fait bon. So what I could write here is that il fait, no, I write it here, it's clearer. Il fait bon, okay? Il ne fait pas nécessairement très chaud, mais il fait bon. Pourquoi? Parce que l'homme qui est debout porte un short et un t-shirt. Et parce que le ciel est bleu, mais nuageux. OK? You could say that. Il fait nuageux parce qu'il fait beau. Ou il fait beau parce qu'il fait nuageux, Jane. Either way. You can say that. Joy, il fait assez chaud parce qu'un homme porte un short et un t-shirt. That's very good, Joy. That's pretty much what I said. So well done. So it's very good. Okay. So overall, if we start from the beginning, que voyez-vous sur cette image? Donc sur la photo, on peut voir des gens. Now remember people. Des gens sur une plage ou sur la plage, ok? Au premier plan. So if we are talking about the first, the foreground, yeah, the foreground, I am not liking what's happening to my... I'm not liking that. Don't know why it's doing that. So, au premier plan, so this is the premier plan. The premier plan is the foreground, okay? Au premier plan, okay? In the foreground. Et second plan is what you see in the background, okay? Donc, au premier plan, on peut voir 3 personnes et un chien, and a dog. Il y a 2 personnes assises. I can see 2 people sitting down. Et il y a un homme debout. Ok, très bien. Le temps est nuageux, mais il fait bon parce que l'homme porte un t-shirt et un short. Donc, il ne pleut pas. So therefore, it's not raining. Ok, c'est nuageux. Ron, you can say that. Okay, so that's what I would write. And again, this is A1, A2, A2 level. Okay. So what do you see about the beach? If we have a look at the beach, okay. Now, if you've ever been to where I go for soul hunting, it's not the most appealing of a plage of beach. Why? Because when you're not there to sunbathe, really, you're there to look for stones, and the stones in French are called les cailloux. Les cailloux. Okay, les cailloux. And this is what that is. That's un caillou. And that's masculine. Un caillou. Okay? So what's happening as well is that it's low tide. Okay? So la marée est basse. La marée is the tide. Est basse is low. Okay? C'est marée basse. Okay? And when you want to say it's high tide, you will say la marée est haute, haute, okay? So the difference, the opposite is haute, bas, haut, okay? Donc, la marée est basse, okay? Et aussi, il y a plein de petits cailloux, des rochers. I think someone mentioned les rochers earlier on as well, the rocks, okay? Les rochers, les cailloux, et aussi les algues, and the seaweeds, les algues. Okay, so all of these we point out about, you know, the what it looks like really. Oh, you can't see algue. You can't, can you? It's cut off, yeah. I should know les algues. There you go, les algues. Okay, so that's very good. You've done really well. And I'm going to go to the third question now. The third question is, que font ces personnes? What are they doing? And this is where we are going to learn the new verb. So, que font ces personnes? Now, ces personnes font. And why font? Because it comes from faire. Faire is the infinitive verb to do or to make. So you may wonder, but why font and not faire? That's because we've conjugated it. And because it's a highly irregular verb, we had to conjugate it into what it looks like. For example, je fais, I do. Il fait, elle fait, nous faisons, ils font, vous faites, ils font. And they. Ces personnes, it's they. So we want to say they do. In French, it's ils font. O-F-O-N-T. Font. Okay? So, now, que font ces personnes? And this is where I want the sentences, especially to higher levels here. Que font ces personnes? This is really annoying me at the moment. I'm going to go crazy. Okay. Que font ces personnes? So let's try to make a sentence. We have 3 actions here going on, I think, that we could say. We have one where someone is looking at something. We have one where someone is throwing something. We could say that they are both sitting. Okay, sitting. No, I'll write it in French in a minute. And also in the back. this is maybe the hardest one to do. What is this person doing? Okay, can you describe these 4 verbs here? Okay, what can we say about what they are doing? Okay, how do you say, to throw a stone onto the sea? How do you say to look at, which we have done early on? How do you say to smile? This person is smiling here. Okay, how do you say to kneel down? Okay, to kneel down. It's quite a tough one in terms of verbs here, and this is why I've chosen this picture. Well, not only because it's close to my heart, but because of the people in it, but because I think it's very good in terms of verbs. Okay, so what are those people doing? Yeah, what is the the verbs we want for here? I'm just waiting before giving it to you. L'homme jette, Ron. Very good. So the verb we want is indeed, and you're right, is jeter, to throw. And I can think of another one as well, lancer, to throw. Okay, so jeter can mean to throw away as well. For jeter du papier dans la poubelle. Okay, I'm throwing something in the bin. But lancer means to throw as well. Okay, so to throw. And we know what a stone is, un caillou. So if we put this into a sentence, l'homme jette une pierre, because again, pierre is a little stone, so is caillou. Un caillou dans la mer, in the sea. Okay? So Kate, 2 d'entre eux sont assis et regardent l'homme qui est debout et jette un caillou à la mer. L'homme qui est assis sourit et il y a un jeune au fond qui est à genoux et cherche des fossiles. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Okay, so 2 d'entre eux sont assis et regardent l'homme qui est debout et jette un caillou à la mer. Okay, l'homme qui est assis. Assis, if it's a man, then you put only assis and not e assise, okay? Sourit, smiles. So you've got another verb here, sourire. Sourire, okay? This person is smiling. Sourit, okay? Obviously enjoying the setup. So, cette personne sourit. This person is smiling, okay? Une pierre, Ron, is another word for stones, okay? And let's concentrate as well, être à genoux. So this young person here, I am not happy with this. Okay, so this young person here, I'm going to use this one here, okay? So here, I'm going to write here. So we've got different ways of saying that this person is kneeling, okay? So we could say, what did you say? Il y a une jeune personne qui est assise, est à genoux. À genoux. We say être à genoux. So cette personne est à genoux, okay? This young person is on their knee, basically. Être à genoux, okay? But there is a verb. There is a verb, okay? Sorry? Ah, sorry. Thank you. There is a verb as well for, which is derivative of genou. It's s'agenouiller. Okay? So, cette personne s'agenouille. God. It sounds like grenouille a bit. S'agenouiller. It's to kneel yourself down, okay? And you have, in the verb s'agenouiller, you have genou, which is knee. Tête, épaule, genou, pied, genou, pied. Yeah, I'm not sure why I said that, but okay. Les personnes font voyer à la mer. Now, les personnes regardent, Jane, regardent la mer. Now, don't mistake voir to see and watch or to look at, regarder. In this case, it's more regarder. Okay? Ils regardent, they admire, ils admirent la mer. You could say that as well. Okay? Les personnes admirent la mer, les personnes regardent la mer. Okay? Alors, Ron, you could say il est à genoux. Absolutely. Cette personne est à genoux. Okay? Cette personne est à genoux. And there is another word as well. So, être à genoux, s'agenouiller, but there is also the verb or the word accroupir. Okay, so it's a word. Cette personne est accroupie. Peut-être que le groupe. I'm just looking at what I've written as an example. So I try to stick as what I've written as much as possible. So la personne accroupie. Okay, so elle est la personne accroupie. Elle est accroupie. So again, that's another action to kneel down. And that's why this is very important, you know. And for B1, B2, C1 level, this is very important. So s'accroupir, it's the same as s'agenouiller. Okay? Ou être à genoux ou être accroupi. Okay? That means to kneel down. Okay? S'accroupir. Okay? And what else have I got? La personne. And what is this? And there is another verb here. To pick up. Ramasser. Cette personne ramasse des fossiles ou ramasse des cailloux. Okay? So we've got lots of different verbs going on here. And I'm going to go and write them down for you again. Okay? So you have an idea. So number 1 here. Okay, here we go. Lancer. Can you see that, Liam? Can you see? Yeah? Lancer. To throw. Jeter. To throw. Okay? Ramasser. To pick up. Okay? Regarder. To look. To watch, more like. Regarder la télé. Okay? Sourire. To smile. Sourire. Any s'asseoir, as in s'asseoir. But should I write it? Être debout. I'm going to write it like that. To be standing up. Standing up. Être assis. To be sitting down. Okay? So we've got lots of verbs going on here. Can you see them? If you think of other verbs, let me know. And to kneel, être agenouillé ou à genoux ou accroupi. Accroupi. These are quite complex words, and for you, B1, B2, C1 level, it's perfect, okay? And of course, what I'm putting here is the words, the verbs are not conjugated. They are in their infinitive stance here. So ER, 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 which means that they all have to be conjugated and changed. And that's the difference between an infinitive verb and a conjugated verb. Like, to sleep, he sleeps. You've added an S. Okay, that means you've conjugated it. Chris, ces gens recherchent des fossiles dans les cailloux et les rochers. Un homme lance une pierre. 2 personnes sont assises sur la plage. Une personne ramasse des fossiles qu'elle est assise à genoux. Okay. Alors qu'elle est assise à genoux, you could say while she is sitting. You can't say assise à genoux. You can't say sitting down on their knee. You can't do that. Actually, you've got to tell me she, the person, as in she is sitting, she's on their knee, rather. So, elle est à genoux. Okay, but that's a very good one. So, fossile has an E at the end, by the way, in French. So, I like that you said ces gens recherchent, as in cherche, okay, ENT at the end, because ces gens is they. Amro, la fille voit le ciel. La fille regarde le ciel. What's the difference? Okay, the difference is You would say the girl sees the sky, as in the girl watches the sky. So in English, you will be tempted to, when you watch a film, you watch a scene, it's a watch, you know, rather than to see. What's the difference between voir and regarder? We could make a video on that because it's interesting, actually.
I think in this sense, if you turn around, you would see the sky, but you're spending a duration, aren't you?
So because it's a duration, it's more like admiring.
So looking at.
It's looking at, exactly. So looking at would be regarder, okay? Kate, voir is more like seeing, which isn't necessarily for an extended period of time. Regarder is more like watching, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's very good. And now, can you tell me, so we've described more or less, and I will tell you, of course, in a minute, what my suggested answer is, and of course, you've got it available on the support guide. What do you think, d'après vous, que vont faire ces personnes? And this is for you to imagine what these people are going to do. There is a futur proche, we're using to go. Ils vont, they are going to do what? D'après moi, according to me, ils vont. I know what we did after that, but I let you guess what we did after that. So, d'après vous, que vont faire ces personnes? So could you tell me, what are these people going to do? What are these people going to do? D'après vous, qu'est-ce qu'ils vont faire? You could say, d'après moi, according to me, selon moi, according to me, je pense que, I think that, you know. What do you think these people are going to do after that? There is no right and wrong answer, by the way. You can say whatever you want. There is no right and wrong answer on this one, okay? D'après moi, ces personnes vont, and then you can tell me what you think these people are going to do. I can tell you what we've done, okay? Ces personnes, these people, ou ces gens, ok, ces personnes vont aller, they are going to go, manger des frites et du poisson, fish and chips, or chips and fish, sur une autre plage. Ces personnes vont aller manger des frites et du poisson sur une autre plage. Ok. Nous regardons, mais nous ne voyons pas. Yes. Ok. Joy, ils vont trouver un café pour boire un chocolat. Un bon chocolat chaud, Joy. Peut-être. Maybe. Ou alors, ils vont aller manger des frites et du poisson sur une autre plage. In another beach. Well done, Joy. Très bien. Ok. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'ils vont faire? Qu'est-ce que ces personnes vont faire? Anything goes, yeah. And then think, while I'm waiting for some answer, think about the last one. Allez-vous souvent à la plage? Do you often go to the beach? It could be that you're in somewhere in the world where it's nowhere close. If you're in England, you would know that we are actually so close to anywhere you are. You would be close to the sea, which is one of the reasons why I love the UK so much. So, allez-vous souvent à la plage? Do you often go to the beach? Allez-vous souvent à la plage? So think about what are they going to do and answer if you want. Do you often go? Kate, à mon avis, ils iront manger quelque chose et se détendre après avoir marché autant. Yeah, according to me. À mon avis, d'après moi, selon moi, ils iront manger. They will eat. Okay, I like the way you're using avoir in the future tense. Ils vont manger, ils iront manger quelque chose et se détendre. Now, se détendre means to relax, okay? Après avoir marché autant, after having walked so much autant. Quelque chose, well done. no S. Joy, non, parce que j'habite au milieu de la France. Joy. So, Joy ne va pas souvent à la plage parce que Joy habite au milieu de la France. Okay? So, you can make a full sentence. For example, you could say, malheureusement, unfortunately or not, you know, je ne vais pas, I do not go, je ne vais pas souvent à la plage. Okay, I don't go often to the beach. Parce que j'habite au milieu de la plage. N'importe quoi. Alexa is tired, can you tell? Au milieu de la France. Here we go. Sorry about my lousy handwriting. Famous, nous regardons, mais nous ne voyons pas. Ah, yes. It's like hearing. I see. No, I listen, but I'm not. No, I hear you, but I'm not listening. A bit like that, isn't it, Ron? Nous regardons, mais nous ne voyons pas. Yeah. Alors, Kate, non, parce que je suis aux États-Unis et la plage n'est pas près d'où j'habite. Absolutely, Kate. Yeah. So, and we know how wide the United States is, and we know how wide France is as well. Well, it's not as wide as the USA, but still, if you live in the middle, it would take you 9 hours for France to go either way to the beach. So that's and England is so narrow that you can go to a beach in less than no time. So 70 miles is the maximum in England. That's my point. Is that a fact?
Yeah, Derbyshire.
Well, Derbyshire is the longest.
Well, it's called Cotton in the Elms in Derbyshire, 70 miles from the sea.
That is such a great fact. So in England, because it's an island and it's really narrow, the maximum is 70 miles. You have to drive to go to the beach. So, Chris, dans le Michigan, nous allons souvent aux plages ou dans les plages de nos grands lacs. Aussi, nous recherchons des fossiles. Chris, snap, okay? Okay, so you go on the beach of the big lakes, okay? Which, by the way, is a possibility for Joy. If you're in the center of France, there must be lots of lakes. So, that's like going to the beach as well, sur la plage. If you have many, like I come from, far from the sea, but we do have a lot of lakes where I come from. Jane, les personnes sont allées pour chercher des fossiles. Alors, Jane, if you want to say, these people are going to go and look for fossil, which is what I'm assuming you're trying to say, watch out for the verb aller. To go, okay? So we use it as a future proche to create a future. You will do like that. So les personnes as in ils. Ils vont. They are going to go. So you add an infinitive. Ils vont aller. Okay? And you can add another infinitive. Chercher des fossiles. They're going to go and look for fossils. Okay, so that's, but equally, you could say, ils vont, get rid of aller, ils vont chercher des fossiles. They're going to look for. That's look for. Okay, you don't need to add for. Okay, so they are going to look for fossils. Chris, how are you? Okay, so this is, these were my questions. I'm going to show you briefly the answer to number 1, again, suggestion, ok. Sur la photo, on peut voir des gens sur une plage. Au premier plan, il y a 3 personnes, mais aussi un chien, we forgot the dog, qui est à côté d'un sac à dos bleu. Dog next to a black, blue, light blue rucksack. 2 personnes sont assises et la 3e est debout. Il n'y a pas vraiment de sable, mais plutôt des cailloux. La plage ressemble à celle du nord de la France. Au second plan, on peut observer la mer ainsi que des rochers et des algues, car la marée est basse. On distingue aussi une 4e personne qui est accroupie au bord de l'eau. Now remember that this is of now B1, B2 level. So don't worry about that. You will pick on a few words. What's the word? Support guide is available as well for you. Deuxième question, la météo n'est pas très ensoleillée. Le ciel est nuageux. Il n'a pas l'air de faire très froid car l'homme porte un short bleu et un t-shirt blanc à rayures. La personne assise sur la gauche porte un polo bleu avec des nombres rouges, tandis que la femme à droite porte une veste en jean. 3. La personne assise en tailleur à gauche semble se reposer en admirant le paysage, tandis que celle de droite regarde l'homme qui jette des cailloux au loin. Peut-être, sorry about that, peut-être, this should be there. Ok, peut-être que le groupe fait une pause pendant une balade. La personne accroupie semble ramasser quelque chose. Elle cherche peut-être des coquillages ou des fossiles. 4. Je pense qu'elles vont acheter des frites pour les manger sur le chemin du retour. Et 5. Moi, je vais à la plage toutes les semaines car ce n'est pas loin de chez moi. Now the full translation for this is available for you. Okay, of course. If you have any questions about that, you can always contact us. We are always happy at Learn French with Alexa to answer any questions you may have. Of course, this was A1. These answers are not A1 level, by the way. They are higher than that by far, B1, B2. But I'm glad that you have tried to make sentences. Okay, the poor dom was for... À Texas, nous n'allons pas à la plage, nous nous brûlons. Okay, yes. In Texas, is it hot out there? And are there wildfires? Is that what's happening? Poor dog was forgotten. Yes, we forgot George. His name is George, by the way. Ok. Harib, il passe du temps de qualité sur la plage. Il passe du temps de qualité. I suppose you could say that sur la plage. Absolutely. This is my place where I spend the most mindful time, I would say, ever in my life, always. So, anyway, did you enjoy this exercise? Did you learn a lot of things? Have you learned a tremendous amount of things? If you're of level 1, 2, or 4, we have masterclasses running, and we still have a few places for the intensive class. For 1 week, you get to do 10 hours of French at level 1, complete beginners. And then you have level 1, 2, 4 over the next term planned as well with our wonderful teacher, Charlotte. Merci beaucoup, Alexa. Yes, it was great. Thank you, Joy. Yes, support at learnfrenchwithalexa.com. Please have a look. And what I'm going to do, gosh, we took a long time, nearly an hour for the first. Alexa's lives are always great. Thank you. What you don't know is the aftermath. When I do two lives back to back, Liam and I just need a really long break afterwards because it's so draining. It's so draining. Anyway, Amro, can you talk more about the speaking course? How many per group and how it works? The speaking course, 10 per group, Liam, max?
I think it's about 10, yeah.
10 maximum. And it's Zoom classes whereby you have a really strict set of lessons planned. They're already planned anyway. And you are given those lessons ahead? I need to know. I need to find out.
Like worksheets. Okay.
Worksheets and so on. And the teacher makes you work on the key objectives, and then you're put in groups within the Zoom. So groups where you talk to each other, you practice. The teacher is here to guide you and mediate, the conversations. And that's the way it goes. They have, because we started only this year, they're receiving a huge high 5-star reviews at the moment because people are loving it. So the level 4 I know is nearly full. And level 1 beginners, we have a couple of spaces left, I think, or something like that. When learning French, and où as in where? It takes place online, Zoom. When learning French, is it better to learn in intense environment or spread out? Ron, you've been in France for a while now because I've met you personally. What do you think? You can answer this question. I think that overall do both, but when you learn intensely, for a week or 2 weeks, when you're exposed to French, it's good. You learn new words, but you need to keep it up afterwards. You need to keep practicing afterwards. Of course, if you live permanently in France, it's even better. But learning the basics of the grammars and conjugation, at the same time will help you understand more. Read, listen to the radio, watch TV series with the French subtitles, do all these kind of things to practice. Merci beaucoup Alexa. Où est la prochaine session sur YouTube comme aujourd'hui? Arib, you have all the timetable on our live section in the website. If you are in green, you will have them on your community side as well. I just read and watch interviews in French. Kate, that's exactly, at your level, that's exactly what you need to do. Your level is not bad. It's very good, like Kate, by the way. That's it for me. Jane, you've been wonderful. Okay, I know you were trying really hard. You've been amazing. Au revoir, à bientôt, et puis bisous bisous.